Hi everyone, and welcome to this Facebook Live with me, Espen Haugen. We are expanding from Asking It Is Given, reading from this book, Learning to Manifest Your Desires by Esther and Jerry Hicks. We are now on page 249. It's the process 16, pivoting. Really wonderful process. And we're going to have a lot of fun about that, to calibrating as well, to see where it goes when we can pivoting and calibrate to the energy toward what we want from any subject or any experience situation. So just like it's good because we can always pivoting and we can always change the direction towards something else if there's something we're going to that doesn't feel good. So we can lean toward in another direction that feels a little bit better. So that is the power of pivoting and to change the point of attraction, change the direction to something that feels a little bit better. So happy, beautiful day, everyone. So good to be here. So, process 16, pivoting. When to use this process? When you are aware that the statement you just made is the opposite of what you want to attract into your experience. When you want to establish an improved point of attraction. When you are feeling fairly good, but now that you could feel even better, and you are willing to take the time to make that happen right now. Current emotional set point range. This pivoting process will be of the most value to you when your emotional set point is ranging somewhere between 8, boredom, and 17, anger. If you are not sure what your current emotional set point is, turn back to chapter 22 and then scan the 22 categories on the emotional guidance scale. So good. Happy beautiful day, Jen. Happy beautiful day, Pauline. And happy beautiful day, Scott. So good. Here's to smoother pivoting. Yes. So it is possible to be focused in vibrational opposition to what you really desire without knowing you are. It is like the opposite ends of a stick. When you pick up a stick, you pick up both ends. This pivoting process will help you be more aware of which end of your stick you are currently activating. The end of that is about what you want, or the end of that is about the absence of what you want. The contrast of your time-space reality is extremely useful, for contrast helps you to focus your thoughts. Whenever you know what you do not want, you also know even more clearly what you do want. And whenever you know what you do want, you also know even more clearly what you do not want. And so, your exposure to contrast sharpens your focus and gives birth to new preferences and desires. In fact, this valuable contrast assures that eternal expansion of all that is. The process of pivoting is often the first step in beginning to shift your habit of vibration, because this is a process that helps you more clearly define exactly what you desire. But because there is usually a wide variance in the vibration on one end of the stick and the vibration on the other end of the stick, you usually do not immediately shift your vibration just by making a statement of desire. For example, when you're sick, you know very clearly that you want to be well, or when you do not have enough money, you know very clearly that you want more money. Now, by turning your attention to what you do want, and by holding your attention upon what you do want, you will begin to vibrate there. At first, your awareness of what you do not want helps you identify what you do want. In other words, as you speak the words of your desire, your vibration may not match your words. But if you will continue the process of pivoting, that is, if, whenever you feel negative emotion, which helps you know that you are focused upon something unwanted, you will stop and say, I know what I don't want. So, what is it that I do want? Then, in time, I would say it again, there's a calibrating. So, which helps you to know that you're focused upon something unwanted. You will stop and say, I know what I don't want. Calibration with the sounds as well. So like, I know what I don't want. That's the calibrating. I know what I don't want. Be easy and gentle and general with yourself as well. When you say, I know what I don't want. I know what I don't want. So what is it that I do want? Easy with yourself, with the easy energy, and easy flowing forward with some easy, more experience, right? I know what I don't want. So what is it that I do want? Then, in time, you will change your vibration on the subject. Little by little, you will redirect your vibration, and eventually, the improved vibration will become your dominant thought. See the process of pivoting as a gradual shifting of your point of attraction, and enjoy the see the process of pivoting as a gradual shifting of your point of attraction, and enjoy the positive results that must follow. It is not possible for you to consistently give your attention to what you do want and not receive it. For the law of attraction guarantees that whatever you are predominantly focused upon will flow into your experience. Abraham, speak to us more about the pivoting process. And the most important thing to remember is that you are the attractor of your experience, that you are attracting it by virtue of the thoughts that you are offering. Thoughts are magnetic, and as you think a thought, it will attract another and another and another, until eventually you will have a physical manifestation of the vibrational essence of whatever has been the subject of your thoughts. If you are ever experienced, and we know you have, that which you could consider to be negative emotion, you may describe it as fear, doubt, frustration, or loneliness. There are many ways that you describe negative emotion. What you are experiencing in the negative emotion is the thinking of a thought that does not vibrate at a frequency that is in harmony with where or who your own inner being is. You see, through all of your life experiences, physical and non-physical, your inner being, or the total you, has come to a place of knowing and to a place of wanting. And so, when you are in this physical body, consciously focus upon a thought that does not harmonize with that which your inner being has come to know, then the resultant feeling within you is one of negative emotion. If you were to sit on your foot and cut off the circulation of the flow of blood, or if you were to put a tourniquet around your neck and restrict the flow of oxygen, you would see immediate evidence of this restriction. And, in like manner, when you think thoughts that are not in harmony with your greater knowing, the flow of life force, the energy that comes from your inner being into your physical apparatus, is stifled or restricted. And the result is that you experience negative emotion. And if you would allow it to continue over a long period of time, you would receive negative deterioration of your physical apparatus. That is why we say that all illness is a result of the allowance of negative emotion. As you are understanding that a feeling of negative energy is an indicator that you are not in harmony with your greater knowing, many of you have reached the point of saying, I want to feel good more of the time. And we say that is a magnificent acknowledgement, because when you are saying, I want to feel good, what you're really saying, what you are really saying is, I want to be in the place of positive attraction, or I want to be in a place where the thoughts that I'm thinking as I'm feeling good are in harmony with my greater awareness. Pivot from what is unwanted to what is wanted. Many of you would not have such a difficult time feeling good if you were in an environment where there was not so much negative influence around you. That was certainly true on the day that you emerged into this physical body. But since you live in a dimension where there is much influence of thought that is abounding, it is of value for you to have some processes to assist you in getting from that place where you do not want to be to the place where you do want to be. And the process of pivoting is just such a process. When you are feeling negative emotion, you are in a very good position to identify what you want. Because never are you more clear about what you do want than when you are experiencing what you do not want. And so, if you would stop in that moment and say, something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this negative emotion. I need to focus on what I want, and then turn your attention to what it is that you want. In the moment of the turning of your attention, the negative emotion and the negative attraction will stop. And in the moment the negative attraction stops, the positive attraction will begin. And your feelings will change from not feeling good to feeling good. That is the process of pivoting. You will never be in a place where there is only the pureness of positive emotion or the pureness of positive energy, because within everything that you want, there is an automatic and natural counterbalance that is the lack of what you want. And so, your work is not your work is to define what it is you want, and then to, in a very deliberate way, hold your thoughts in the direction of your desire. And the emotional guidance that comes forth from your inner being that you feel in terms of negative or positive emotion will assist you in knowing which side of the equation you are on. Are you thinking of what you want or the lack of it? A young father called and said, Abraham, my son is wetting the bed, and he's too big for that. I tried everything I know, and I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. And we said, when you come into the bedroom in the morning, what happens? And he said, I come in, and right away I know it's happening again. I can tell by the odor in the room. And we said, and how do you feel at that point? And he said, I feel disappointed, and then angry, and then frustrated, because it keeps going on, and I don't know what to do about it. And we said, aha, you are perpetuating the bedwetting. He asked, what should I do? And we said, what do you say to your little boy? And he said, I tell him to get out of those wet clothes and get into the bathtub. I tell him he's too big for this. We talked about it before. And we said, when you enter the room and feel a negative emotion as you realize that what you do not want has occurred again, stop and ask yourself what it is you do want, and get your thoughts focused upon that before you go further into the experience of your little one. And you will then see improvement in what happens. So we asked his father what this experience had helped him recognize about what he wanted. He said, I want a little one to wake up happy and dry and proud of himself and not embarrassed. We say, good. As you're thinking those sorts of thoughts, then what is oozing out of you will be in harmony with what you want, not out of harmony. And you will be more positively, powerfully influencing your little one also. And then words will come out of you such as, oh, this is a part of growing up. All of us have been through this, and you are growing up very fast. Now get out of those wet clothes and get in the bathtub. This young father called very soon after that, within a few weeks, and said that the bedwetting had stopped. You see, it is really so simple. When you feel bad, you are in the process of attracting something that will not please you. And it is always because you're focused upon the lack of something you want. And so, the process of pivoting is the conscious decision to identify what it is that you do want. We do not want to imply that the feeling of negative emotion is a bad thing, because very often in the feeling of negative emotion, you are alerted to that fact that you are in the process of negatively attracting. And so, it is like a warning bell. It is part of your guidance system. We encourage you very strongly not to beat up on yourself when you recognize that you are feeling negative emotion, but as soon as you can, stop and say, I'm feeling some negative emotion, which means that I'm in the process of attracting what I don't want. What is it that I do want? I'm feeling some negative emotion, which means that I'm in the process of attracting what I don't want. What is it that I do want? I'm feeling some negative emotion, which means that I'm in the process of attracting what I don't want. Curiosity. What is it that I do want? You can say it in so many ways, but say it in the way that feels best to you. Calibration. Cool. We will talk a little bit more about that too. Calibration with the pivoting. It's a beautiful process. A very simple process of pivoting would be to say, I want to feel good. I want to feel good. Anytime you are feeling bad, stop and say, what I what I want is to feel good. And if you will offer that, then thoughts will begin to come to you on the positive side of the equation. And as one thought attracts another, and attracts another, you will very soon be vibrating at the frequency that is in harmony with your greater knowing. And then you will really be rolling in terms of positive creation. Thoughts connect to thoughts, which connect to thoughts. Our friend Jerry has offered us the most powerful analogy for the way your thoughts connect one to another. He described a large ship coming into the dock. It was to be tied with a rope that was very large, almost 1 foot in diameter, too big and bulky to throw across the expanse of water. And so, instead, a small ball of twine was tossed across, which was spliced into a little bigger rope, which was spliced into a little bigger rope, which was spliced into a little bigger rope, until eventually the very large rope was easily pulled across the big expanse of water. And this is the way your thoughts dovetail into one another, with one connection to another. On some subjects, because you have been pulling on the negative rope longer, it is very easy for you to get off on a negative tangent. It can take just a little utterance from somewhere, a memory of something, or some suggestion to take you into a negative tailspin right away. And so, sometimes it is difficult for you to let go of that negative rope, for you have been holding on to it for a very long time. But if, whenever you're feeling negative emotion, you will realize that you are negatively attracting, and you will let your dominant intent be to feel good, then you can find yourself rather easily letting go of that rope. And so, Both the process of pivoting and the process of the book of positive aspects are offered to assist you in recognizing, in the early subtle stages, that you are pulling on the very tips of that negative ball of twine, so that you may, right away, release it and reach for the positive twine. As we're talking about the way thoughts to thoughts, connect to thoughts, connect to thoughts, we want to point out something that you may be missing. It is much easier to get from a little thought of something that makes you feel good to more that makes you feel good to more that makes you feel good than it is to be in a place where you are feeling bad and then go right to a place where you feel good. So good. Do not try to save the world. Save yourself. Because thoughts are so attractive, meaning that they attract more unto them. Once you get going on a thought that does not feel good to you, it is easier for you to stay focused in that train of thought until you have a great amount of negative energy going than it is for you to pivot away. And for that reason, we would encourage the greatest exercise in pivoting that we can offer you. In other words, rather than moving forward into your they, not having any clear ideas of what you want, and waiting until some influence touches you that you do not like, feeling the negative response, and deciding that you will pivot. It is so much more productive for you to go about your day with the decision to look for positive aspects. Do not try to save the world. Do not try to save the world. Save yourself. That means that you need to focus on what makes you feel good. The process of pivoting is the tool that will bring you to what you want. It is the process whereby you consciously decide, yes, I want to look for what I want, and I will no longer look in the direction of the lack of it. Pivoting is the continual, hour after hour, segment by segment process whereby you choose positive. It is the way you get to feeling good, and it is a way that you can get whatever you want. Process of pivoting. Now, very powerful, very beautiful. The process of pivoting. So let's do some releases. I feel for that now first. So do some freedom release method. It works like this. You take a deep, slow breath in, and in your own mind, you can say, as I'm saying it out loud, I release resistance with a statement. And with that statement, finish saying that statement, I say breathing out. And you say in your own mind, this is what I'm saying. And after, you easily and gentle breathe it out. And then instead of fill up, it's the same. You take a deep, slow breath in, hold it, and I say a statement like this. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation with, and then a statement. And then after, easy and gentle, breathe it out. And then, yeah, that's it. Easy and gentle. It's very easy and gentle. It's just an energy thing, just for allowing more energy to come through you and to you, for the expansion version of you that you are. That's always expanding who you really are, to clearly understand your law of attraction, how it, how you are creating your own reality and deliberate creating your own reality. It's more we are focused in the now and feeling our newness and refreshment in the now, more clear are we about our point of attraction and where we are focused in. We are more, the process of pivoting always make our conscious aware of where we are at the moment, not who we are, but where we are in our emotion, and that we can always improve the feelings and feeling a little bit better. So pivoting and calibration, I was talking about it. Calibration, pivoting and calibration at its best. That's gonna be fun. So we're gonna expand a little bit out with that, and also having some shares. If you want, share. Please share anything you want to pivot, anything you want to calibrate to feeling a little bit better, and we can expand this out right here, right now, in this moment, as we are here. So fun. Always here, always now, always new and refreshed, and always moving forward and toward to more. Yes. So let's move on. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I release resistance with pivoting. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I release resistance with pivoting and calibration. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation with I can pivot and calibrate to what feels a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. Any moment, right now, right here. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. So good. Beautiful downloads. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation with the pivoting process can be a fun process. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Yeah. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. It's a good one. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation with I can be easy, gentle, and general with pivoting and calibrating. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation with I can slightly feel a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, more and more. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Yeah. Good. Birds all over the places. So fun. Good. So take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation with knowing and understanding and the feeling of my feelings can always improve. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. So good. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation with pivoting and calibration is the continually, hour after hour, segment by segment process whereby I can choose the positive. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation with it is the way that I get to feeling good, and it is the way that I can get whatever I want. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation, but I can always pivoting and calibrating in a new point of attraction. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Consciously aware, I'm deliberately, choosing better feeling thoughts. And there is a new point of attraction of that subject. I can always pivoting and change the vibration and the direction of what I'm attracting from this, from this, from this. There is always an opportunity for me to change the vibration of the subject or whatever. And I know there's a table of things on the there of choosing. There's things that I want, there's things that I don't want. But it's my freedom to choose in the direction of what I want, of those things that are on the table. And I know that I don't have to choose those things that I don't want. I don't have to focus on those things that I don't want. I am so free. I am so free to think and feel whatever I want to think and feel about. That is my freedom. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold it. That is a great one. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation, where I can think and feel whatever I want to think and feel about. That is my freedom. Knowing that. And easy and gentle, breathe it out. Then then we really know that it is not our job to save the world. It's not our job to thinking about and feeling about all of those bad things going on in this world. Because from who we really are, we don't have to think about it and feel about it. It's our decision. We can make a decision to no, I'm not going to no make a decision to that you want to feel good. Make a new decision right now, right here. I want to feel good. I want to think and feel about those things that feels best to me. Have I want to be in the point of attraction in the way that feels best to me. I want to feel good about this moment right here, right now, that is always new and refreshed. I want to be in this moment. I want to enjoy in this moment. I want to savor this moment. I want to unconditionally appreciate and love this here and now, what's going on right here, right here, right here, right now. That is always new and refreshed. I want to be in this moment, enjoying this moment. I want to calibrate into the energy that feels good. I want to pivoting always in the direction that feels good. And I know there is contrast and there is variety, but contrast is just like new, it's variety, and then it's my for me to choose. I have choices in all the contrasts. I have choices to choose what I'm in the direction of what I want to feel about this, to pivoting, to calibrating, to know that, oh, and it is so nice to know now going through the process of pivoting and calibrating. We are already right there now, that I can just, I know that I clearly know who I really am. I know who I really am from the beginning of my birth. I know I'm non-physical, beautiful, pure, low source energy. I can feel this, I can feel good. I know when I feel good, things are working so good for me. And I know that is it's meant for me to live. So to live happily ever after. I know they didn't come into this world with resistance. I'm very clear about that. If I'm resist to come into this world, I would not be here. So I know clearly I have a decision to be here and to desire to be doing now anything and everything I want. I know that clearly. I understand it. I feel it. I'm easy about it. I'm gentle about it. I'm general about it. I know there is no push. There is no rush. There is just like an easy, gentle, smoothly energy to moving forward toward what I want. Easy and gentle, slightly feeling a little bit better, having fun with this process. When there is something I have in my experience that I don't know, then I can easily calibrating into it. Sometimes I can feel like this. It's okay. Now I'm feeling a little bit like this, that I having, a little bit frustrated. But I know there's always some improvements in my feelings. I know that I always can feel a little bit better. And I know this is only a thought and feeling I have right in this moment. But I know it's not last forever. And I can now slightly move in the direction that feels a little bit better. And then when I am feeling a little bit better, things are changing on how I'm perceiving the world. And when I'm coming into the place of alignment, then everything changed from how I'm feeling about all of this. And then I'm getting out of the head of it, what I'm now feeling, thinking. But it's okay for me to right now to acknowledge that I am here. I am now and I'm having those feelings and those thoughts. Now, what feels a little better? It's easy now to move to it's easy to move in a direction that feels a little bit better. You know, I can be general about it. I can be gentle. I can be easy. I can move in a direction that feels always that moving in a direction that feels slightly a little bit better. I don't have to feel unconditionally joyful, good right in the moment when I feel bad, because I know there is a process of slightly feeling a little bit better. And I can move in the direction when I feel a little bit better. Then I can say, well, then I can move in the direction that feels a little bit better and then a little bit better. And this is a fun process. And I know when as I'm practicing the vibration of feeling a little bit better and a little bit better every day, and I'm more deliberate about in this deliberate creating my own reality in the way I want it to be. And I can segment by segment feel a little bit better, and then I can segment intending, and then I can appreciate. I can do all of those things that feels good. You know, there is a process of meditation. There is a process of appreciation. There is a process of many things. Positive writing in the book of positive aspects. There's a process of There's a process of many things. You know, so beautiful. And I don't have to excuse me. I'm just moving forward. It's good. So, but there is a process of many things. You know, it's so good. And there is some process, and all this process is wonderful and beautiful. But right in this moment, I can choose what feels best to me right now. In this, you know, there's many things on the table. There's many things all around me. Now, beautiful birds. Right. There's many beautiful things just coming into place when I'm feeling my own alignment, you know. There's a confirmation. The answer is all around me. I can feel it right now. I can feel the birds. I always was when I feel something that speaks very clear and very good, then the birds coming up and then just like look at me and just say, we just here for telling you that, you know, more you feel the alignment, and then the alignment, the vibration arises, and then you just like flying away, just like confirmation. You got it. More to come. You know, there is so many things that surrounds me that I have the answer of what I have been asking for. I can see the unconditional love and appreciation in it. When I'm open up to feeling my alignment first, then I can clearly see the answer for the next and the next and the next step and the next moment. The answer for what? The answer of my decision to feeling good and better and better and better. And that I can feel, and that I don't need condition to change for me to feel good inside of me. Good. So as I'm more moving in the direction of feeling unconditional good, no matter what's going on, then I feel my freedom. Then I know that I know who I am. I know this energy is not depending on anything. I know this energy is always allowing me to feel more unconditional love and appreciation in who I am and in all that is, and to feel the best in everything. I can feel it now. I can feel the energy of it now. I can feel it becomes more and more as I'm just speaking clearly my words, as I'm listening to who I really am, feeling my own vibration from within, and that's arising and vibrating this high energy, and it's just like, it's good. I am acknowledging, I'm feeling it in my whole body. It's a beautiful confirmation of vibration, just confirming when I'm speaking and feeling so good, and this aliveness and sensation of life from within. I know that when I feel that energy, that there's something speaking through for me. It's my point of attraction, you know, and everyone have their own point of attraction. You know, I know that I'm not here for saving the world, but I'm not here for feeling good by myself. And I know when I'm feeling good, I'm the most influence to other people, to for themselves to go in the space for feeling good for themselves, to letting them know that there is always a slightly way to feeling better. There's always and there is always an opportunity to feel good, to feel a little bit better and better and better. I know when I'm just focusing in me, and when I focus in me and focus the best and feeling the best, and I know when I unconditional love and appreciate who I am, I unconditional love and appreciate everyone. I unconditional love and appreciate my family. I unconditional love and appreciate my work. I unconditional love and appreciate my business. I unconditional love and appreciate the environment I'm living. I'm unconditional love and appreciate every step I take. I unconditional love and appreciate everything from within, how that those things work. I don't need to thinking about it. The cells is responding on my thoughts, and when I'm feeling, and when I feel, better it gets. And I know that the health and the wealth and all of these things is improving as long as more I'm feeling good, better it feels, better it gets, and better it gets, better it feels, and easier it gets, and then it's just like on a momentum of more. And it feels so good to get out of the head of it, but just feeling good unconditionally, no matter what. It feels good to have those energy to come to me and through me. It feels good to be in the allowingness of the energy of who I really am, to letting the energy come through, not resisting what is, but letting it becoming of what I want it to become, and to feel the becoming of it, to letting myself to slightly pivoting and calibrating to the energy of what I want. I can always calibrating to what I want. I can always feel a little bit better. I know that. I feel it. I know that there is not a energy that thinks that there's stuckness. There's nothing that just like I'm freezing and that I'm not moving in any direction. Nothing stops. Energy moves. There's always a motion forward. And I can always feel a little bit better in that. It's so nice. It's so beautiful. And I'm easy. I can be easy about this. I know I love to be easy about it with myself. I love to be gentle with myself with this. I love to feel the general speaking of generally feeling good as I'm speaking. And just be general. I know it's easy to me to feel good when I'm generally speaking. It's easy for me to feel good when I'm generally speaking easy things that feels good. There's so many ways. There's so many beautiful ways. And always is good because it's how I am perceiving it. It's how I am looking at it. And as I'm looking into those things that feels good to me, I'm more pointing in the direction of that. Then those things that I don't want on the buffet on the table is getting less, and those things that are more, I'm more deliberate, creating deliberate, more conscious aware of will be more. And those things will be in those things that are in the vortex already in the vortex of my alignment will be more experience in my life right here, right now. It's a beautiful space of more to come. Yes, everything is always in motion forward, in the space of becoming. Right. Jen, beautiful. And I know, there is only more to come. There's only more to come. Only more to come. I know there is a never ending on this. There is a foreverness in my beingness, in this beautifulness, creatingness of who I really amness to more. There is just more and more and more and more and more. I know it feels fun. I feel the excitement of more and more and more and more and more. I feel this. I getting more into the satisfaction of this. I feel it like it's so fun. It's just fun to feel this more and more and more and more, and to easy, gentle breathing in and breathing out, just like as things coming in and things coming out, just as breathing. Abundance in, abundance out, and I can feel it in all aspects, as easy and general as I'm easy breathing in abundance and breathing out abundance, and all abundance in all aspects in my life will be more abundantly. And then it's fun to feel this energy. It's fun to feel this, to experience those things. I can feel it more and more. I know my physical senses with the non-physical when I'm tuned in, tapped in internal, and then I see clear. Then I hear those words clearly. I feel those things that I speak in clearly. And then when I feel more alive. I feel more energized. I feel more satisfied. Then when I taste something, smell something, it feels more. I can really taste the feeling of it and smell the feeling of it. Then when I'm tuned in, tapped and internal, I receive the most beautiful thoughts, inspiration, impulses. They easily come to me. They gentle and easy come to me. There is more and more and more and more. Easy, gentle. They just come. And I'm just sitting here and enjoying it. I'm just relaxing. It's just like daydreaming. I receive the most beautiful thoughts. And it's so easy to wake up in the morning and feel the energy of my appreciation and unconditional love and appreciation for who I am and for all that is. That I always waking up new and refreshed like newborn. I can understand that too. It feels so good. It feels so fun. Every day is a bless. I follow my bless. I like the feeling of follow my bless. I love the feeling of follow my bless. Bless is everywhere. I can feel it now. I can feel it now more and more. And I'm attracting more of those things that I want. And I'm easy about in all of this. There's just more and more and more and more and more. I feel this more and more and more and more and more. Never stops. Forever and ever becoming more. It's an easy, gentle, general way of becoming more. It's a relaxing, easy. It's just becoming more, calibrating. It's just becoming more. This is never stops. It's just becoming more. Satisfaction of it. It's just becoming small. It just becomes more and more and more and more. The fun, the laughter is just becoming more. There is different emotion, different feelings. Curiosity is just becoming more. You see, we can play with this energy. It's just becoming more. What else? Next. This is so fun. Just becoming more. You feel? Just becoming more. And it's a play. It's the energy vibration. Playing with this energy. Having fun. Pivoting, calibrating. With the sound. Like when there's fun. It's just becoming more. You can calibrate in the way that always feels good to you. What else? Just becoming small. There's so much to see. I just love how things are unfolding. I can see clear now. And I can see it more and more and more. I can hear the sounds. I can really hear the sound. I can feel the sounds of this music. I can hear the sounds of this, the voice. I hear the sounds. It's more clear. It's so clear. I feel so alive. I feel so good. I feel so energized. I feel so ready to be ready to be ready to be ready to what I want. I feel the becoming of it. I feel the ready to be 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 ready to what I want. I feel so ready. I feel so good in this becoming. I'm so excited. I feel the satisfaction. Everything sense more. It's so much sensitivity in my energy. It's so good. I love living my life. I love being one with all that is. I love feeling this oneness, this connection to tuning into the vibration of frequency of who I really am. I love that feeling. More to come. Yes, you see, there is no right or wrong in these processes. It's in the way what feels best to you. You can calibrate and have fun with this as much as you can, as much as you want. Calibration is always in tune into this moment. You can always calibrate and pivoting and feeling a little bit better. It's a good thing to know. It's good not to feel. It's just becoming more. We can always feel all the feelings we want to feel. Different emotion, different feelings, different moments. Good. I love it. It's good. Variety, choices. I love it. I'm a chooser and the focuser in my own alignment. I love it. And I can always choose and focus in what feels a little bit better. So love you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed this process of pivoting and calibration. And see you tomorrow. It's good. More to come.